When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our travel peace of mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, just when you thought you could go to a baseball game without being grossed out, the Yankees are stepping it up, baby. Uh-oh. Yeah, some fans just like, oh. I mean, when they saw three players of the Yankees gathered at the front of the dugout to play the bubblegum game, and this happened during an actual game.
I don't know the bubblegum game.
You don't know the bubblegum game? Oh, come on. Where have you been, man?
What's the bubblegum game?
Well, the players pick out something that's on the field, and in this particular case, it was a sprinkler, and then they take turns throwing chewed-up bubblegum at it to see who can get the closest.
Oh, good. Doesn't help this the gum wall started in Seattle, too? And you just threw gum at a wall?
Yeah, and...
Oh, wow. I mean...
Yeah, you see the picture of it. It's just like, what?
It's just like right there on the field for all the fans to see, too.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
It looks like confetti.
Well, yeah, you could step in that as you're just, running around doing your thing.
Oh, if I'm the groundskeeper, I might punch all of those players in the face.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Like, look, I get you're the Bronx Bombers. I get things are going well for you, so you think you're unstoppable. But F you guys.
Yeah,
and
really.
I quit.
I don't blame you, dude. I'd be the same way. And we've got video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com because the cameras picked it up. And there's dozens of big wads of gum on the field. And even the play-by-play announcers had to comment on it.
What is that? It's not seeds.
No, it's gum.
Oh,
it's bubble
come
gum.
on.
Uh-huh.
Chew it for like 10 seconds and then...
Oh, that's kind of gross.
If you don't know what the bubblegum game is, Michael, what they do is use this to pitchers as you see them down there playing this gross game. They find a little marker on the field and then they toss the gum. And
that's all chewed gum.
It's all chewed gum.
I'm sure Danny Cunningham, the groundskeeper, loves it.
Oh, I'm sure Danny will be excited to put somebody else on that job.
Yeah, Danny quit today.
Yeah. Now it's the intern who gets to go pick that up.
But you can't really reprimand the players like, oh, you should be paying attention to the game because their record's insane right now.
Yeah,
I know they lost yesterday, but their record's insane.
No, you're right. The Yankees are the best team in baseball, and by a lot. Actually, they've just been incredible. They've just been insane this year.
They have 56 wins, while no other team has 50 wins.
Yeah, they're nuts. It's pretty much like, all right, you hope that the 162 game season means something, that maybe you can catch up to their level by the time the end of the season happens, because you feel like they're going to win it all. They got everything.
They're 34-9, so I'd imagine whoever's in charge of it is like, throw as much gum as you want on the field. Like, clearly whatever you're doing at home is working.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you're right about that. Oh,
dude, some people are saying that they have a legit shot at breaking the Mariners record of the most wins by a baseball team in a season.
Yeah, they do. No doubt about it, they do. But it's a long season.
I hope not.
It really is a long season.
That's all we got, BJ.
To maintain that.
We got nothing else.
All we got.
That's like the one thing the Mariners can at least say, hey, we had the greatest record of all time.
Actually correct there.
I'll tell you this, as a Red Sox fan, I guarantee you that the Boston team is going to do their best to make sure the Yankees don't get to that record.
I hope. That's the one reason why I might root for Boston.
You're going to have to, yeah. But dude, it's nuts how good the Yankees are as compared to everybody else. I mean, it's just, they got everything going for them. They're pitching well, they're hitting well. Defensively, I think they're a pretty good team too. And those three things right there, when you do all those things well, guess what? You win a lot of ball games.
Sheesh, yeah, they
And
do.
they're throwing bubble gum, which apparently is working for him, too.
Who came up with that idea for a game? I mean,
How about the dude in the booth knew what it was, so it feels like it's an old game. I don't know how long that guy who was speaking's been out of the game, but, he knew what it was, whereas the other two dudes didn't. And Michael Kay is one of the New York announcers, and he's been with them forever. And then is it Paul O'Neill? And Paul may be out of the game enough that he doesn't know what that game, like when he played, they didn't do that. But the other dude, who I don't know who it was, definitely seems like, oh, hey, guys, I know what this is.
I say it's a dumb idea, but I could imagine myself with some of my buddies, like, on a nice summer day, drunk, and, like, we're like, hey, let's one up some gum and throw it at a sprinkler, see who gets the closest, $5.
Not even drunk at that point. I could see just,
all
hanging out in the backyard and being like, hey, let's see if we can make it in there.
Not my backyard, though.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, you ain't throwing gum in my backyard.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, where was that? That wasn't coming out of the bullpen. That was coming out of the dugout, which means maybe it was like some reserve players. I thought he said pitchers, because the guys that don't start that day, they hang out in the dugout. But if you're a starting pitcher, you don't hang out in the bullpen. You just sort of hang in the dugout, but it's also not your turn to pitch, so you just sort of hang there doing nothing.
If you're the manager, are you torn? You're like, guys, pay attention to the game, but then also, like, man, we're killing it in the record.
Yeah,
really, should I give my players a hard time right now? They're doing their job.
I'd just be like, hey guys, can you just figure out something a little less gross?
Right, like a sunflower seed.
Yeah, I mean,
but you can't really tell who's closer. It's not a game at that point. How do you know if you're a sunflower? But that big wad of gum, you can see where it is.
Hey guys, I bought you guys some marbles.
Marbles?
No.
I was going to say bouncy balls.
Going to love that.
Yeah, that won't work either. We need something some kind of like paper thing that could easily break up when the lawnmower
paper
goes
football
over.
game. See who can kick the paper football as far to the thing. All right.
Yeah,
I like that.
Ball-like substance. I don't know.
Ball-like substance. Wow. That's,
give them slime or something. Don't the kids love slime nowadays?
That would also be terrible to get out of the grass.
Good old Danny, the groundskeeper, is out. He's not going to be doing slime.
Get those liquid balls that they look like little beads, and then you put them in water for several hours, and
Orbeez.
Whatever they're called. Like Tatum loves those things.
Yes, they're awesome.
Oh, and do they just disintegrate, and therefore they just be on the field? They don't make anything.
I cannot confirm or deny they'll disintegrate, but they could easily be mowed up by a lawnmower without breaking it.
So I had some for like a thing that
very jelly-like.
When they dry out and they don't have any water, they turn into teeny tiny little beads, and then they can rehydrate again.
Yeah.
That's harmless.
That would be funny, though. They get a bad rainstorm, and then all of a sudden there's all these Orbeez.
Yeah.
Orbeez Stadium.
We didn't pick those ones up. Whoops.
Boy, Steve's job as groundskeeper for the Yankees has ended very quickly.
The game's been canceled. Those balls ballooned up to 15 feet apiece.
Yeah. Steve's idea for bubblegum game has been changed to the too big ball game.
It's better than bubblegum.
Yes.
Is it? I mean, again,
yes.
If I'm the groundskeeper, I don't like any of these ideas. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, Steve, I don't like any of it. How about you don't throw anything on the field? I'm the damn groundskeeper trying to make the place nice.
Or I do like the two fingers in my eyes and point them at the other guy like my eyes are on you kind of thing. Like, you better be tipping me real well at the end of the season.
Oh, you're going to give it that look like I'm the captain now, but I need a tip now?
I got my eye on you. Got my eye on you, buddies.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I know how much you make.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's big news, buddy. You had to go do an investigative report for that one.
I'm on to you. I've done my research.
Wow. I know you guys make some cash from what I understand. Hey, speaking of sports, how about the Stanley Cup was accidentally delivered to the wrong Denver home? It is a pretty great story, and Steve's going to tell you all about it. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our travel peace of mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. And today, Well, today's day is very special. It's being brought to you by Las Primas Lemonade Stand, and I'll explain that to you in just a second. But, of course, we need to celebrate some special days today. And today is National Blink-182 Day, Danny. So enjoy yourself some sweet sounds of Blink-182. Right. Hopefully Travis Barker's doing well. Sounds like he had, was it the pancreas? I guess he had some issues with. That's why he was hospitalized.
Pancreatitis.
Oh, boy.
And they think it might have been because of his colonoscopy.
Yep.
Which is just great because I have to get one of those soon.
Wait.
Oh, no.
So he had a bad colonoscopy?
They think that might have been why he had the pancreas issue. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Whoever did his colonoscopy, they're in big trouble.
It was Kourtney Kardashian,
yes.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
she's like, if my sister can become a lawyer, I can become a colonoscopy doctor. That's just how it is.
Well, that's how the Kardashians are, man. They're just like, well, I mean, we don't have any skills in anything, so what the hell? Let's just do it.
Today's also National Financial Freedom Day, so spend your money.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how that works?
I don't know, really. Also, today's is it National or International Canada Day? I guess it's International, unless they don't celebrate.
Or is it just Canada Day?
Or are we celebrating Canada Day, but they have no idea, kind of like Canadian bacon. They're like, why are you guys calling it Canadian bacon? We call it ham.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be National Canada Day because why would we celebrate Canada? For Timbits? Okay, that's a good reason.
Lots of reasons.
I like how you answered yourself.
Ketchup chips, man, come on.
Timbits is probably at the top of it. The Glorious Sons, another
it's
one.
International. Yeah. Glorious Sons, good call. All right, International Canada Day.
But it is International Chicken Wing Day.
Ooh,
whether it be the food or the wrestling move, be sure you enjoy one of them today.
I'll do the food, thank you.
Okay, it's a little less painful. Yeah. Unless you get like a 7-alarm wing.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, I won't do that either.
We're all over the place, guys.
How much you get boneless chicken and just piss you off?
Shut up. It's not International Chicken Nugget Day. It's Chicken Wing Day.
That's true. And boneless chicken wings are part of that. Thank you, Buffalo Wild Wings, for backing me up. The B-Dubs backs me up.
They get that they have to appeal to stupid people. And so that's what they call it, so they can sell them.
I don't mind them letting you in. That's fine.
Hey, yo.
Hey, lady.
All right. Now, why is today sponsored by Las Primas Lemonade Stand? Well, I don't know if you saw this in the news. It happened in Tacoma over the weekend during the hot days. These cute kids, 10 and 13 years old. Actually, the whole family's involved in it, but a girl by the name of Leah and Zaylani. They set up a lemonade stand in Tacoma. And they're like selling some stuff. They call it Las Primas Lemonade Stand. They're selling lemonade. They also have like ices and like other random little snacks like licorice and pretzels and chips. Well, some teen went over there to go buy some stuff from them, paid with $5, and then said, hey, I'll take care of getting my change, because they just bought a lemonade, which is $1.
Okay.
And stole $80 from these kids.
Oh, okay then. Thank you, Mr. Teenager.
Jumped into an SUV and stormed off. It's pretty messed up. Yes,
that really is. That does suck.
In fact, here's Ailani, the 10-year-old, talking about what went down.
He reached his hand into the cash register, and I thought he was just getting his own change or something. And I shouldn't have let him because, it's not his money, it's ours, and it's not okay to just reach your hand in a kid's cash register.
Not at all. You're an awful human being. You do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunately, that's the lesson in life right there for those kids, is that there are those kind of teenagers around, which is why I don't let teenagers trick-or-treat at my house. I mean, teenagers have no business. Yeah, they have no business being involved in children's affairs. They're teenagers.
One family member just summed it up best by saying this.
Stealing from kids is about as low as you can get.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, anyways, here at The Rock, we decided that we're ditching all of our usual sponsors for the day, and today, during the Miggs Report, Beat Miggs, Listeners on the Loose, and throughout the rest of the day, everything is sponsored by Las Primas Lemonade Stand. Which means
cool.
Swing on by Las Primas today, 3 to 6 p.m. over on the corner of North Point Way Northeast and 53rd Avenue Northeast in Tacoma. Buy some lemonade. Also have a bunch of rock swag there as well for them as well. I think the Rev's going to be dropping off some stuff to the kids, which is pretty awesome. Also, if you just want to donate money, you can't get to Tacoma, just go to KISW.com. We have a link to a Cash App. That way you can donate money to these kids. Let's make them feel good about having to deal with some idiots.
Rev, I want you. I will get the cash to you. I'll Cash App you today. I want you to drop off $200 to these kids.
Whoa!
Wow! Yeah.
I mean, if you're bringing stuff anyway, you're already going by. You say, is that what I heard right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Can you drop off $200 for them, or either that you can Cash App them for me, and I'll Cash App.
If you're Cash Apping the Rev, Why don't you just eliminate the middleman and just cash app them?
I don't know where I don't have the Cash App link, and I figured it'd be nice if Rev could just hand them. That'd be a nice thing. Go, here's some stuff, and here's some money, right? No,
I mean the Cash App is literally on the site, which Steve just said. But
it's on our website.
Don't you think it's nice though? The kids see the $200, right? Like you go right to the kids and go, here's money for you right here. No,
kids these days, man, they get those apps, they pop up. I mean,
oh wow, all right. I thought that's a nice gesture. You give them a T-shirt and $200.
I mean, however you guys want to do it, you guys figure that out. That sounds great.
Rev was going by,
but now Rev has to go to stop at a bank to get $200 in bills.
Yeah, well,
he's already dropping off stuff. There's a lot to ask on a Friday.
That is a good point. All right, does anybody have money they can give Rev right now?
Nope.
Anybody got $200 they can give him?
Who cares?
All right, well,
why not just cash app them? That's the whole point of having the cash app.
All right, give me the link, Vicky. Send me where I got to go, and I'll cash app the folks.
KISW.com.
You can send PayPal me.
It's our own thing.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Oh. All right, Vicky, just do it, and I'll cash app you, Vicky. It's a lot easier.
Wait, so you want Vicky to cash app?
Well, it's right there. You gotta.
You're right. It is right there.
Right there.
It's literally right there.
I don't understand it. Whatever happened to I'll fly if you buy? You guys want me to fly and buy?
Well,
you know what? Yeah. I mean,
just try to avoid the middleman. But hey, we'll do it however you want.
Yeah, I would like. You know what? I tell you what. Why don't you give $200 and I'll be more than happy to fly and buy, and I'll go on.
You know what? I might want to just do that just to see you drive all the way to Tacoma.
Oh no, I'm going to drive all the way to the Cash App. I'll cash app. If you're giving $200, I will cash app it myself. I'll go to the site and do it.
Man, all right. Well, however you want to do it. Whatever.
I thought because he was going, it would be nice. Give the kids the money right there.
Just giving them the money through Cash App. It's just as nice.
It's humans interacting with humans. You know, Rev could reach into the register and do a reverse move and leave more money than he
Sir, you're exhausting.
Yeah.
Well, Rev, with that money that BJ gives you, maybe get yourself a lemonade, some chips and pretzels, a cold soda, maybe a fruit cup, popsicles, Go-Gurt, or licorice. Those are all the things on their damn menu.
I was eyeballing the Go-Gurt, not going to lie.
You bring that stuff back, by the way, Rev? Any of the non-perishable stuff?
Yeah, I'll cash app you it.
You know, for $200, I feel like the kids should give us something, right?
Oh, my God.
No? Is that asking too much? Wow, you guys, I'm telling you right now, what happened to quid pro quo? What happened to the American way?
You know The Rock wouldn't do this.
Yeah, The Rock would just donate the money and put an Instagram post.
The Rock would be in jail for giving a Terramana tequila. That's what it would happen.
Well, he might want a Terramana-infused lemonade.
Yeah, exactly.
But he wouldn't be expecting anything in return. He would just want to share it on his Instagram page.
Do you think The Rock didn't have somebody go do the work and buy that house for his cousins, his mothers, and everything? He didn't buy those houses.
Only BJ can make donating money to kids way too complicated. Just text it in.
All you got to do is just go, it's pretty easy. Vicky can do it.
Well, anyways, we'll chat with Leah and Zaylani, the two kids that have the lemonade stand at 9:15 during Listeners on the Loose.
Oh, we are?
Just to see how they're doing, so you can talk to them about whether or not they would prefer actual cash or a cash app then BJ.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to say, kids, I had money for you, but the people on this show couldn't get it to you.
Oh, my God.
So support Las Primas Lemonade Stand today. It's in Tacoma from 3 to 6 p.m. All the details, BJ. It's at KISW.com, the website that we are a part of.
Where's I can cash out there?
You can do whatever you want there.
All right, Vicky, go take care of that. Thank you.
All right, let's talk about what a screw up. It just adds to the lore of the Stanley Cup. Whether it's getting dropped on the ice, having kids eat their cereal out of it, family members drinking booze out of it, dogs eating their dog food out of it. There's a story about the Stanley Cup every year. And this one's pretty great. So there's a couple that lives in Denver, Colorado. Apparently, they live near one of the star players, Gabe Landeskog from the Colorado Avalanche or the Cavalanche.
Cavalanche. I like
Cavalanche. Cavalanche Unite.
Cavalanche.
Their name's Kit and Dimitri. All of a sudden, their doorbell rang. They're like, "We're not expecting anybody." They open up the door, only to see the keeper of the cup with the Stanley Cup there to drop it off. Wow. Apparently, they have very similar addresses, and that's why the keeper of the cup wasn't able to tell if they were at the right house. So he just knocked on their door. In fact, here's Kit and Dimitri talking about what happened.
The person opened the trunk, and I saw the case. I recognized it because we watched their final games.
Everybody did.
We saw them bring it up to the ice, and jokingly said, "Is that a Stanley Cup?" And he says, "Yes."
That's when I went running out the door. I went out I said, "Can I see it?" And he opened it up. He said, "Of course."
That's cool. I met the keeper of the cup. Awesome dude.
Wow.
Yeah. One time they were hanging out right by where the original Stanley Cup was won, which was the old Benihana in downtown Seattle, because that used to be where the ice rink was.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it was just a random moment. I was walking somewhere and I'm like, Hey, keeper of the cup. I guess they were doing some kind of a news piece at the time.
And that's what you said? Hey, keeper of the cup?
I couldn't remember his name.
Wow. Nice to see you, Mr. Keeper.
That sounds like a Renaissance, keeper of the cup.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm the keeper of the cup.
Harry Potter and the keeper of the cup. Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, I like
there
that.
There you go.
Ooh. Well, here's Kit and Dimitri also just talking about how their house is pretty similar to Gabe's house.
They're only one digit off. Because of that one digit, it was fortuitous for us.
We made sure it arrived safe.
And we showed them where they were supposed to go. They were really nice people, and I imagine they had some sense of embarrassment because they got to the wrong address, but they also would know what joy they brought to us. It made our day, and it's something that we'll be able to talk about and laugh about for a long time.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I would be like, can we keep it just for one day? I mean, you screwed up. We could have kept it forever.
That's right.
I love that they have a video in their house, and they have a part where he's texting somebody. I gotta touch it! ! Voice to text. Could you imagine the emotions he's going through right now?
Oh yeah, your team just won the Stanley Cup, and all of a sudden the keeper of the cup is at your door.
And you touch the cup.
Damn straight. Oh yeah. All right, now we don't have that kind of excitement yet, but maybe we're on our way, BJ. As
really?
Julio Rodriguez continues to play ways that he does, and the Mariners keep winning. Could we win? It's not the cup, but the trophy with the little pennant flags on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we're looking for here. We're looking for the pennants.
Dude, how about Julio Rodriguez? Another home run, this time helping the Mariners. I felt like every time I tuned in, they were scoring runs. It was just ridiculous. They ended up winning 8-6, which was awesome. Great win by the Mariners, beating the Oakland A's.
Yeah, well, those Oakland A's, man, we better beat them.
How about Seattle's won 8 of their last 10 games? They keep winning series, which is a good thing as well.
Yeah,
so hopefully they'll win this series too.
Yeah, eventually, they're going to have to figure out a way to beat those Astros. That's what they got to do.
And Julio Rodriguez, let's listen to him hitting that home run.
Center field. Look it up. Home run for Julio Rodriguez.
Julio!
He's close to saying Julio Gulio.
I think he wants to.
Dave Sims might be the guy. Here we were appealing to Ryan Rowland Smith. We should have been going for the bigger dog, and that's Dave Sims.
Julio was the rookie of the month in May. It's looking very likely he'll also be the rookie of the month in June, too, because he had an incredible June as well. So that's good stuff.
I have been following Rookie of the Year. I think him and some other dude, and I don't know who it is, but yeah, he and this other dude seem to be the standout rookies so far.
It's the J-Rod Show, baby.
Yeah. All right, I'm all for that.
Hey, as far as weather, 77 degrees. It's going to be sunny today. Perfect day to go swing by Tacoma to get yourself some lemonade over at Las Primas Lemonade Stand, because that's what the Migs Report is brought to you by. Get more information at KISW.com, and that's what's up.
Do the kids deliver? If I gave them some cash, would they send me some stuff my way? I don't know. Do they have DoorDash? How do they do it over there?
You know what? I'll pick you up some Go-Gurt. I'll sit on it for about a week, and then I'll bring it to you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. There's nothing like RevSat yogurt to make your day.
They call that Douche Dash, I believe. It's a different type of food delivery service where you get messed with and trolled.
He's been the king of that for years. Let's not be, that's been his business.
Douche Dash.
Yesterday, Steve did get this one right.
What character does Will Ferrell play in the movie Anchorman?
Go blank yourself, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yes.
Oh, nice job, Steve.
Thank you.
You know what? You do okay for you. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 6:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I have lots of tickets that I haven't paid. Can those be discharged through a bankruptcy?
Yes, there are some limits on what we can do with tickets. Tickets cannot be discharged in a full bankruptcy. In a Chapter 7 case, that won't help you get your license back. But in Chapter 13 reorganization, tickets are dischargeable. Most types of tickets are dischargeable. So you would have to pay back some of the tickets in a Chapter 13 case, but the vast majority of them could be discharged if you complete the plan. And again, you would get your license back right away when you filed the Chapter 13 case, as long as the only reason you don't have your license is because of failure to pay your tickets. But the Chapter 13 process will help you get your license back and repay a small portion of your tickets in most cases, and get your license reinstated almost immediately.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. A flavor spectacle of pretzel proportion, featuring applewood smoked bacon and hot and juicy beef. It puts beer cheese on top of Munster cheese and a pretzel bun on top of all that. Simply put, Wendy's Pretzel Pub puts the EAT in greatness. Try one today and see for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger.
For a limited time only at participating Wendy's.